Jeancarlo. Scene one, take one. All right, my fellow travelers, we are officially here in Orlando with fellow traveler Jean. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. Great
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah. So tell me, dude, this is free flow, so we're gonna keep it really chill.
Yeah.
How did you hear about anime shreds? What were your thoughts before in terms of like lifestyle, food, before and after? We can start there. That's pretty simple.
So before joining Anime Stress, actually the way I found out about Anime Stress was you posted it at the $22 mark
Okay.
And-
On Instagram?
on Instagram.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
And I remember when I had seen your video with Tate, the vlog with Tate, and you had showed your physique.
Show them your abs, bro.
Long story short, biohacking, dieting,
God damn.
yeah.
No, pull it proper, bro. I didn't see that shit.
And yo, he was fat, guys. He was literally fat, bro. Yo, Tristan, come on, bro.
And that from there I was like, man, this man has some secret gems.
Yeah.
So when you came out with the community, I was like, I wasn't aware when it was at $1, $11. I guess I wasn't paying attention. But when I found out about it, I immediately took action and I joined.
I want to make sure that's recording. It is recorded. Okay. Take action, and I just want to make sure that we don't go 10 minutes and it wasn't recording,
Yeah, no
because
worries.
that would suck. All right.
Yeah, I took action. And from there, I joined. And I did it $22 a month. And I was telling you earlier about how I didn't execute when I joined the real world. And I knew I didn't want to do that with anime shreds.
Yeah.
So I just started executing. I read about the first forbidden
First forbidden scroll.
Yeah.
But explain that to people, all right? What does it mean to take action? Like, what didn't you do in the real world? What opportunities did you waste? And how do you see a community? And like you say, oh, I took action. What does that entail, taking action?
So for me, what I didn't do in the real world was show up. You know, I joined and I didn't go around the community. Like I wasn't being consistent. You know what I'm saying? When I joined Anime Stress, the way I took action was by starting off slow and showing up every single day. That's how I knew I was gonna get a nice physique no matter what. Even if I did 5-10 minutes of just a movement, I knew I had to just show up every single day because I've been fit before.
Yeah.
About 3 years ago when I used to train for basketball and stuff.
Yeah.
So I already knew the potential I had in the physique I could have built. I lost myself and I realized that I did not want to lose myself again. I had to find myself, and I went through a breakup, which opened my mind and made me realize, holy shit, you're slacking.
Yeah.
You're slacking. I was pale. I was literally all chubby, fat and stuff. Hairy. I wasn't taking care of my hygiene. And from there, I just...
So my question to you is, were you not taking care of yourself because you didn't see value in who you were as a person? Or were you just straight up lazy or complacent?
I got super lazy, smoking weed all day.
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend, obviously, so I got very comfortable.
Complacent. Yeah, I get it.
Very, very comfortable. So I realized that the loss of self-love that I had for myself, I had to regain it and find it by doing things that I wasn't doing, like working out, breathing, meditating, doing yoga. I had lost my rhythm by getting too comfortable with the lifestyle that I was living. And most of my day was smoking, video games, TV.
So it's just like a lot of mindless dopamine and cruising and just enjoying
Ordering
it.
food all day.
Yeah.
Like I remember at one point it was November 11th. And from November 1st to November 11th, I ordered DoorDash 25 times. So that's more than one time a day. So, like,
What were you ordering? That's the question. All kinds of stuff.
all types of shit. Like, it was bad. Like,
Yeah.
It was so bad. I had gotten sick last year, too. So, I had gotten sick, and I had heart surgery on my birthday last year. And then before that, it had gotten postponed because I had gotten E. coli. And E. coli was such a, like, that disease was such a bad experience. So I was vomiting for 2 weeks, every single day, vomiting. I couldn't eat anything, and I was losing all this weight. It was so bad, to the point where like my body literally went into a shocking mode because I couldn't move. I couldn't circulate enough. Breathing, like I wasn't breathing properly from all the time I was vomiting. So my body literally got stiff, and I couldn't move it.
It like locked up.
It locked up. My whole body locked up.
I've had certain body parts lock up, but not my whole body. That's
my whole
insane.
body got locked up. It was crazy.
How long was that for? The whole like.
It was.
And was it painful, or was it just you couldn't move?
You know when you like put like a rubber on your arm and you feel like the blood is
Like tension, yeah.
That's what I was feeling.
Okay.
I was feeling, so it was very, very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It wasn't just that my body was locked. It felt like my blood, or like I was.
It hurt internally.
It
Yeah.
was so uncomfortable. It was the most uncomfortable experience ever. Where that opened my mind to knowing that I needed to change my lifestyle.
And how old are you, for context, for people so they understand?
So this was my senior year in high school. I was actually 18 years old at this time. So I was still young.
Yeah, we're very young, because a lot of people start having these kinds of epiphanies in their later 20s.
Some even 30s
Yeah,
or 40s.
or 40s or something. They didn't even get it till like
Exactly.
80, and they
Exactly. My parents was going through that situation.
Yeah.
Recently. So I realized that I needed to completely change my life, 360. So I didn't do that. I kept living a very comfortable lifestyle that was unhealthy.
Yeah.
And like you said, all these like quick dopamines and stuff was killing my energy.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even realize it. I was literally in the matrix.
Yeah.
Stuck in the matrix. Like,
I mean, you're literally caught in a certain cycle that if you don't realize, it could perpetuate for years and years and years and years. And if you live in an automated state, it's a very sad life, like in terms of like wasted potential.
yeah. And then I will be 30 years old and look back, oh man, that was me at 18. Now look at me now. Look at the potential I lost. From there, when my ex-girlfriend broke up with me and I looked at myself in the mirror, I had that big realization again that like, holy shit, like, come on, man. Like, you knew what you needed to do. You knew what you needed to do. You need to tighten up because this is for a bigger purpose, for a bigger picture. Like, you're going to have kids one day, you're going to have family one day.
Yeah.
And you want to be that influential part of the family that people can look up to. Like, even my cousins or aunts or family, like, I want them to be able to come and be like, hey, JC, what do I do for this, and that? Like, I would love to. And they now call me to do things like that. They'll call me and be like, hey, Mariana has a lot of coughing. What's a good herbal supplement that I can? And I tell them.
That's awesome. What do you think was the biggest thing where your family members actually started listening to you?
I'll say they are slowly, gradually listening to me because they still don't fully understand my message. For example, my mom and dad, when I went to visit them, like, my brother is 9 years old. My brother is pretty heavy for his age. It worries me a lot because I love my siblings to death, and I see the lifestyle that my mom and my dad and the siblings are living, and it's not healthy. It's a lot of unhealthy foods. There's no alive foods in the house. It's literally all dead foods, all processed food, all processed sugars. And like for the first few months, when I'll go home and I'll start talking to them about health and wise, I will get criticized. I will literally, like she'll literally say, I'm gonna take you back to Orlando because I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want you telling my kids what to eat and what to do. I don't want you telling me what to eat, what to do. And it's like,
it's become very emotional with food. It's kind of like those touchy subjects: religion, politics, food.
And they were in a state where they felt like they knew it all, you know, and they didn't realize that this food stuff is the reason of why you're waking up with mucus, you're waking up with sore body aches and stuff.
Yeah.
Every single day I woke up, I had mucus, spitting mucus out the car on the way to school.
Yeah.
Every single day from when I was in elementary all the way to my senior year. Me and my mom had the same kind of allergy, so we was kind of like twinning in the sense of like how we got sick. When she'll get sick, I'll get sick. When she'll have
you have similar tendencies to the surroundings.
And when I did my 5-day fast, when I got sick about 6-7 months ago, I actually cured that mucus. Ever since, I've never woken up with a stuffy nose. I haven't been spitting or nothing.
Yeah.
All that went away. And that's why yesterday when I was getting the sniffles, I'm like, what am I doing?
Coming back.
Detox.
Yeah, another detox. Yeah.
So I was like, so many nights of me like, I can't breathe. Like literally getting stressed out because I can't breathe through my nose.
Yeah, you're gonna look. Am I gonna make it out alive tonight?
It was a every single night thing for years, and I would literally have to breathe through my mouth while sleeping because like it was so stuffed. And when I would breathe with my mouth, like the mucus would loosen up. So like I'll for like 30 minutes, and then I'll blow my nose. Boom, get stuff again. So all night, just mouth breathing, blowing my mucus out, and it was just horrible.
It's crazy, and you could live like that for your whole life, and it would have only gotten worse because of compounds.
And it was like that for years.
Yeah, no, I've been on the same boat. Like I couldn't breathe, mucus, hakalugi. That's what I would call it. Yeah. That being said, so unhealthy, bro, coasting, dopamine. You heard about anime shreds. You got a crazy transformation in a short period of time. What was Epiphany? Like, what were some things you learned? Like,
honestly, the biggest biohack thing that I did to see crazy results was implementing my sun cycles with the oils that I was using. I noticed that every time I put oils and moved with the sun, I would shred.
Yeah.
Fat, all this sweat will come.
Yeah.
And I noticed that within my first week after doing that, I looked at 2 pictures and I'm like, hold on. Imagine 6 months from now. Like,
Okay, so guys, for context, he won the competition, the first competition in terms of transformation, got a crazy physique, crazy transformation. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
That being said, we've talked a few times over DMs, but I didn't know he lived in Orlando. He told me, but I didn't remember. And I was walking in Disney Springs, right? I'm just like walking and the cars are just like flying by and I hear, hey, Mr. Belmar. And I like turn to the right. I'm like, hey, what's up? And I tell the guy, go to the parking lot because there's people behind you. So I wait for him to park. He's like, man, I love what you do, yada, yada, yada. He's like, honestly, I think I'm going to join Anime Shreds because you look like a Chad, like you're all glowing up. He's like, and my friend, bro, like he got transformed in a super short period of time. He looks insane, doesn't look the same. I'm like, wait, who are you talking about? He's like, bro, he's in Anime Shreds. You shout him out all the time. I'm like, wait, and in my brain, I'm like,
who is it?
Yeah, and we said, I'm like, oh, he's in Orlando. I'm like, send him a photo. So that's how we linked up, guys. That's how we're here now.
And he and me saying, hey, Gene, look who I'm with. And he sent the picture that he took it to. Just crazy how divine timing works and how the
all right, so
works.
guys, just for context, you're like, yo, the Matrix. Here, I'm going to hold my beverage so it doesn't spill. Guys, so I rented out a beautiful Airbnb here in Orlando. We're hanging out, shooting content. But I walk in, and the first thing I see is just here chilling on the table, right? They like you can't make it up, dude.
You can't.
Travelers. So my fellow travelers, welcome. We are officially here all together. That's so funny. Here, I'll have that back. Thank you, brother.
And that's how you know divine timing is.
I mean, it's just funny. When I saw it, I was like, nah, that's too funny. Regardless of divine timing, not divine timing, what are some things you learned? What are some insights that you can give our fellow travelers that are watching in terms of progressing in terms of their shreds or their clean bulk?
So
we covered sun cycles, oils, movement, energy, oxygenation, grounding.
Those are really one of the main keys.
Main keys.
It's now about being consistent. Now, if you're not consistent, you're going to lose the progression that you made. And the consistency compounds are essential.
What's your window? Like, how much are you training? 15 minutes, an hour for your sun cycles? What do you average?
So about an hour every single day in the sun cycle. Never less than 30 minutes.
Okay.
Always more than 30 minutes every single day.
Does this include walking or no walking protocols?
Yes, so I have my friend's dog, Skylar, so I always walk with her and stuff.
Nice.
So, and then I also have this nice little hill where I do sprints. So I always go and I do
You're all set up.
Yeah, I'm very grateful.
Yeah, all you have to do is walk backward, knees over toes, and then maybe some stretching at the top and using the inclination of the hill as momentum to like go deeper into further stretch. Yeah, but you're crushing it, bro.
Yeah, my friend's mom is actually very good at yoga, and she actually does that outside. Sometimes we do yoga together in the sun. And we do get on the hill and we put our mats where we like do some deep back stretching, lift up.
Today, like we went for a walk. You showed me your range of motion. Did a few warm ups, a minute, 2 minutes, an inch and a half deeper into the stretch.
Yeah, so I did a quick 1-2 minute warm up that Nate was showing me of different stretches.
It's simple stuff, guys. Nothing
super
too crazy.
Simple, super simple. And I went again, and I went deeper down. And it was only 2 minutes. Imagine 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Day, even gradually going up.
And it goes compounding. And do you feel like now that you've reached a certain level of flexibility, because you are still stiff. I've seen you. You are still stiff. Like you have a great physique, but you're still stiff.
100%.
Like, how do you feel now in terms of like your journey? Like, what are you planning on doing? Like, because you still have to build muscle. You're going to put on some more size. How are you planning on distributing or allocating the stretching and the hypertrophy? You're still going to do 30 minutes an hour, sun, or what's your game plan with that?
Don't know yet what I'm going to do. Just going with the flow. I do want to gain more muscle.
Yeah, because you're ripped, but you could add 10 pounds.
For sure.
Easy,
100%.
bro. Easy.
Yeah.
Have you been doing like walks after your meals? Have you noticed a difference with that, or like digestive teas? Do you do the gourd, like the shredded gourd?
So I'm not doing gourd. I don't have the gourd yet, but I do boil my herbs and I put it into my little tea cup that I have. I will invest in a gourd eventually.
And the tea that you're doing, you're avoiding any sort of like plastics, or are you steeping in metal?
Always,
always. Okay, fire.
My plates, my cups, everything.
What teas are you drinking? Loose leaf tea.
So I have different teas. I have I haven't really followed any of the Dojo teas.
Why not? I can be 100% honest. So you see me today, like body composure. I haven't worked out in 2 months. Pretty lean. I haven't done any shredder gourd because it's been hot where I live. But if I would have done it, I would be way leaner.
Yeah.
Because it's literally hot water and the properties of each of the teas, loose leaf tea, and then you're basically deaminating it, bro, because you're not putting sodium into your system. So it almost has like a laxative-like effect if you use the right herbs. So if you did it, bro, what I would do is like when you try to put mass, do the bulk, right?
Okay.
Like food. And then like these 2 days that you fasted, do that.
The teas. Okay.
That's what I would do, bro.
I would
like
definitely
take
do
it next
that.
level.
I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna take a before and after, like how I
Yeah.
did for my shred. And
Yeah.
we'll see how that goes. So I do implement teas every
Yeah.
day. I do need to implement the dojo. Teas
Yeah, the
for
teas.
sure.
Well, it's just like recipe, because the issue people have to understand is also not only the benefits of the teas, but how do they balance each other out.
Okay.
Like if you put, for example, lavender in your gourd and you put a lot, it's going to overpower and become bitter.
Mm-hmm.
But there are certain like principles that you kind of have to ponder upon. Like the more bitter an herb is, it tends to be the more beneficial it is, right, for the body. I mean, it could be poison. You don't know. That's what I'm saying. Take it with a grain of salt. But there is those inclinations that you have to look. But yeah, bro, good work.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you, dude. Do you have any last few words for your fellow travelers, for people that are watching that you want to impart? Doesn't matter.
Understand that we are human and we're gonna go through ups and downs, and it's just about how you mediate the situation and never let it take you down to the path where you lose yourself. Like I said, understand that we are human, and me myself, I'm not perfect. I have a lot of things that I still got to work on, and this is just the beginning of my journey. And I want you guys to understand that you have the power to be the best version of yourself. You have the power to be your hero of your own journey. And as long as you stay true within and you stay consistent, the world is yours. So with that being said, understand that I don't have it all perfect, and I still have a lot of growing to do. And doesn't matter how young you are, how old you are, you can change your lifestyle in a matter of weeks as long as you're consistent. You change your diet, your lifestyle, and also be mindful of the environment that's around you, because every single time you work on your temple with your mind, body, and spirit, the negative energy that I like to call the devil is always going to creep around and it's always going to try to take you down. So remember that, and yeah.
Wise words.
Thank you.
Good work. Congrats on winning, brother.